What if I told you there's a way to become the kind of person others can't stop thinking about in just 3 minutes? Look, I know that sounds crazy. I know you're probably thinking, yeah, right, another one of those clickbait things. But hear me out for a second, because what I'm about to share completely changed how people respond to me. And honestly, it's almost weird how fast it works. 3 minutes, that's all it takes. But first, I need to know something. See, and drop this in the comments. Have you ever met someone who just had this magnetic energy? Like when they walked into a room, everyone noticed, but it wasn't their looks or their clothes. There was just something about them that drew people in. If you can think of someone like that, then you already know what we're going to tap into today. See, most people think attraction is about looks, money, or saying the right things, but they're missing the one thing that actually makes someone remember you when you're not around. The thing that makes them light up when they see your name on their phone. The thing that makes them feel different when they're with you versus everyone else. Most people are completely unaware of the energy they're putting out. They think they're being confident or interesting, but they're actually broadcasting something totally different. And people can sense that from a mile away, even if they can't explain why. Here's what happened to me last month that made me realize this whole thing. I was talking to this girl I really liked, but she seemed kind of distant, you know? Always short responses, never really seemed that engaged. I was starting to think maybe I should just move on. But then my friend told me about this technique he'd been using. At first, I thought he was talking about some kind of mind games or manipulation, but when he explained it, I realized it was actually the opposite. He was talking about becoming genuinely more attractive as a person, not pretending to be someone you're not. He told me something that blew my mind. He said that your thoughts and emotions actually create an energy that other people pick up on without even realizing it. Sounds crazy. But there's real science behind this. Studies show that people can sense each other's emotional states, even when they're not looking at each other. Your brain is basically a prediction machine. It's constantly trying to figure out what's going to happen next. And when someone creates a feeling that your brain finds interesting but can't quite figure out, it keeps running in the background like a song stuck on repeat. Think about it. Why do you keep thinking about certain people? Why do some conversations replay in your head over and over? Your brain is trying to solve the puzzle. But here's where most people get it wrong. They think the solution is to be mysterious or unpredictable in some fake way. Playing games, being confusing, sending mixed signals. That's not what creates real interest. That just creates frustration. Real magnetic attraction comes from being genuinely secure in yourself while still being emotionally present. It comes from being someone who makes others feel truly appreciated and understood. So the question is, how do you become someone whose presence people actually crave? The answer is something I call emotional resonance, but not the way most people think. This is about becoming someone that others associate with feeling good. When you master this, people start wanting to be around you because you represent something they can't get anywhere else. Here's the actual method. And this is where you need to pay attention, because this is the core of everything. It's called the 3-minute presence reset. 3 times a day for exactly 3 minutes. Morning, afternoon, and before bed. You sit quietly, close your eyes, and you do this. First minute, you connect with the best version of yourself, not some fake persona, but the version of you that genuinely cares about making others feel good. The version that lights up when you see someone you care about succeed. Picture yourself as someone who walks into a room and makes it better just by being there. How would you carry yourself? How would you speak? How would you make others feel just by being present? Second minute, you practice genuine appreciation for people in your life. Not wanting them, not needing them, just pure appreciation for who they are as human beings. This creates what I call a gratitude signature that people can actually sense. Focus on what you genuinely admire about the people around you, to their humor, their kindness, their unique perspective. Third minute, you visualize natural, authentic interactions, real conversation, genuine laughter, mutual respect. You're not imagining some fantasy scenario. You're imagining genuine human connection where both people feel valued and understood. Here's the part that makes this work. While you're doing this, you have to actually feel it, not think it, feel it. Your emotions literally create an energy field that other people's nervous systems can detect. When you shift your internal state during these sessions, you're rewiring yourself to operate from a more attractive baseline. Most people are walking around projecting need, want, or anxiety, even when they think they're being cool about it. But when you do this technique correctly, you start projecting something completely different. You project security, appreciation, and genuine positive energy. So, what happened with that girl I mentioned? Within a week, she started initiating conversations. Within 2 weeks, she was asking when we could hang out again. But the changes went way beyond just her. People at work started seeking out my input more. Strangers would strike up conversations with me. Old friends started reaching out, saying they missed talking. But here's the thing. This works because you're actually becoming a better version of yourself. You're becoming someone who genuinely appreciates others and puts out positive energy. Now, I have to give you a reality check here. This isn't about manipulation or tricking someone into liking you. If you go into this with bad intentions, it's going to backfire hard. This works because you're developing real qualities that make you more attractive, genuine confidence, appreciation for others, and positive energy. And once you start doing this consistently, you're going to notice other people being drawn to you too. That's normal. You're changing your energy signature. The question is, are you actually going to do it? Because most people won't. They'll watch this video, think, that's interesting, and then never actually try it. Don't be most people. If this video showed you a different way to think about attraction, hit that like button. It actually helps more people find content that works instead of the same recycled advice everyone else is giving. And honestly, I'm not going to beg you to subscribe. If you found this valuable, you'll subscribe. If you didn't, that's fine too. Now, about that membership I keep mentioning. I only share the deeper techniques with people who are serious about actually changing how they show up in the world. If you want access to methods I can't post publicly and direct answers to your questions, you know where to find me. But if you'd rather keep looking for quick fixes and magic formulas, there's plenty of that content out there. No judgment. You know which approach actually creates lasting change. Remember, this only works if you actually do it. 3 minutes, 3 times a day. Start today and see what happens. And that story about becoming someone people can't stop thinking about? There's actually a darker side to this that I need to warn you about in the next video. Because sometimes being too magnetic can create problems you didn't expect. Click here to watch that story.